What is your word for 2024, and what do you have to look forward to? You may have heard of this before, where you come up with a few words of intention for the upcoming year. I did this with some of my friends for the past few years, and it is always really fun to come up with these words for ourselves, and we can kind of remember them throughout the year. This is an area I'm working on. This is something I want to remember. The meaning's going to be a little bit different for everyone. So what I wanted to do here is, instead of having to think really hard to come up with these words, I have some fabulous oracle decks that have words on them, and we can divine and channel what our word is going to be. As many of you know, I am a Lenormand reader. That is primarily what I talk about on this channel here. And if you are wanting a more in-depth, real talk reading for the upcoming year in terms of what you have to look forward to, what's important to pay attention to, get a little peek of the past, present, and future, a Grand Tableau reading is a great way to start the year. You can request a reading from me at emilyrosedivinationcom/offerings, and I will also link it down below as well. So make sure to stick around until the end of this video, because I am going to share with you an area of your life that you have to look forward to for the upcoming year. So without further ado, let's dig into our cards. Remember, all the futures that we're going to talk about here are all possible futures. If there's something that arises in this reading that you're not resonating with, there's almost always a way to impact or change things. And that's because I'm only asking the cards for information that is helpful, actionable, and in your best and highest good. So I ask if something is not helpful to know, that it doesn't show up. Also, please do use your own discretion and judgment. This is a reading on YouTube. It's important to keep that into context, and please use your own intuition paired with the guidance in this video. So go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And go ahead and select the pile that is calling most to you. We have the Opal Oracle pile. We have the New Orleans Oracle pile. And we have the Modern Nirvana pile. Once you have selected your pile, please feel free to put it down below in the comments. I always love to see if there's trends in one area, and it's always fun to see who has the same pile or words as you. We're going to go ahead and get started with the Opal Oracle pile. If you picked the Opal Oracle pile, then this will be your reading. You do have one more choice to make though, and that is to pick one or perhaps two of these cards if you feel like you're going to have more than one word this year. So go ahead and select one of these. We have card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. Feel free to pause me if you need some more time. This deck was created by my friend Heather Augusta. She is the co-host of our podcast that we have together, Divinely Curious, and she is a fabulous magic maker in general. She's always creating something beautiful and wonderful for the world, and I just thank her so much. The Opal Oracle also has a new guidebook that just came out with it. So when you purchase the Opal Oracle, you can receive a guidebook that comes with it, which is really exciting. Let's go ahead and take a look at card 1 here. So if you chose card 1, this is your word for the year. And your word is patterns. It says, notice situations that are repeating themselves in your life. Release any beliefs about your past so that you can see the present more clearly. And it says, be your own witness. If you chose card 2, your word is forgive. It says, forgiveness is a powerful act of self-love. Forgive yourself and others. This transformative release will unburden and heal your heart. And it says, set yourself free. If you chose card 3, then this isn't one word, it's a phrase, but it says go for it. If you are waiting for a sign to make a move, this is it. You are supported in taking the next steps toward your goal. Focus on positive outcomes. You are ready. If you chose card 3, I'm excited for you. If you chose card 4, your word is choice. You always have choice when deciding how to respond to a situation. Choose well. Use your courage and wisdom to serve the greatest good. And it says choose your own adventure. I love this. You're in charge of your life this year. If you chose card 5, I think this is one of the hardest words. You got trust. Trust can only be built or restored with honesty and sincerity. Trust yourself, trust others, and trust that you are divinely supported at this time. It says you are in good hands. If you chose card 6, your word is acceptance. Try to see situations through the eyes of your best self. You have the wisdom and the will to refrain from judgment, so send blessings instead. All is as it should be. If you chose card 7, your word is celebrate. It says celebrate life and just how far you have come on this journey. Find something to rejoice about and then let yourself do a happy dance. Share the good vibes. If you chose card 8, your word is intuition. Half of intuition is listening. The other half is acting. If you have asked, you will receive an answer. It is time to listen and follow your divine guidance. Follow your inner compass. If you chose card 9, your word is space. Give yourself some space and time to process the things that have happened in your life. Space gives perspective and clarity. Time heals. Rest and take a time out. And finally, if you chose card 10, your word is change. Life is moving in an ebb and flow of change. Accepting change makes it much easier to navigate. Embracing change is the key to thriving in life. Find flow in transformation. So there you have our first pile. I would love to know what your word was if you selected this first pile. Please go ahead and put it in the comments below and make sure to stick around till the end where we will share which area of your life you have to look forward to in 2024. If you chose pile 2, then this is your reading. Go ahead and take a deep breath and select one of these 10 cards here. You may be feeling like you have more than one word, and if that's the case, go ahead and select 2. I'll go ahead and number them off for you here. We have card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have cards 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. When you feel like you have selected your card, go ahead and pop it in the comments below. And then let's go ahead and take a look at what your word is for 2024. So card 1 is actually the card I pulled earlier for my word of 2024. And that word is learning. To share from this guidebook, which this is a very small guidebook that comes with it, but every time I pull one of these cards and read from the guidebook, it is exactly what I need to hear. And just a key phrase from it is, the more you know, the more you realize how much there is left to learn. So this is a year of learning for you if you selected this card. If you chose card 2, your word is success. From the guidebook, just a little snippet of it says, this card has shown up in your reading because although you may not yet have reached your goal in its entirety, there are many, many milestones, signs, and opportunities you've experienced that are proof you've been on the right track. If you chose card 3, your word or words here are new beginnings. You have picked this card because within your recent difficulties and endings, there is also a very bright new beginning that is more attuned to your highest good. If you chose card 4, your word is intuition. From the book, it says, you are not being asked to completely sacrifice intellectual thought, but rather to incorporate it with your gift of intuition in order to gain more balance and clarity in your life decisions. And possibly my favorite card in this deck is card 5, which is power. If you have drawn this card, you have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and to rise to each occasion with confidence. If you chose card 6, your word is gratitude. This card is a celebration, so if you selected this card, this is your time to look at what's present and celebrate. If you chose card 7, your word is awakening. Trusting yourself is of the utmost importance during this time of awakening, because the more that you feel you can trust yourself, the easier it is to stay in your flow for all that comes your way. If you chose card 8, then your word is flow. Staying in your flow simply requires the awareness of how your energy is affected by your thoughts or experiences, and choosing the thoughts or experiences that feed into your flow instead of taking you out of it. If you chose card 9, your words are spiritual teaching, and this card is inviting you to explore different spiritual paths this year and to take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. If you selected card 10, your word is growth. You are growing to trust yourself more. You are becoming more aware of your intuitive feelings and guidance. And by allowing yourself the time and flexibility to acknowledge and honor these feelings, you are supporting yourself in having the best and most fulfilling life possible. If you love this deck, I will link down below where you can purchase it. In addition, if you want a more in-depth reading, you can schedule a reading with me at emilyrosedivination.com/offerings. If you selected pile 3, you selected the Modern Nirvana Oracle, and this is going to be your reading. You just need to take a deep breath and go ahead and select one or perhaps 2 of these cards here. I'll go ahead and number them off for you. So you have card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. If you need more time, go ahead and pause me. It's editing Emily here, so for some reason, this first card did not make it into the video roll. So let me go ahead and share it with you here. If you selected card 1, your card is discernment. The mantra for this card is, I am committed to unifying with the most authentic expression of loving awareness. I am aware that integration is integral to maintaining this embodiment of truth. I listen, hear, and I fully understand. If you selected card 2, then your word is transcendence. This card is here to let you know that you are entering a shift in your awareness and are elevating beyond your usual point of view into a space of transcendence. If you selected card 3, then your word is gratitude. We are never more than one grateful thought away from peace of heart. And that is from Brother David Steindl-Rast. If you selected card 4, your words are know thyself. This is from Rumi. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. If you selected card 5, your word is forgiveness. Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace. And that comes from Jonathan Lockwood. If you selected card 6, your word for 2024 is synthesis. This comes from Alan Watts. Imagine a multi-dimensional spider's web in the early morning covered with dewdrops, and every dewdrop contains the reflection of all the other dewdrops, and so ad infinitum. That is the Buddhist conception of the universe in an image. If you chose card 7, then your word is abundance. Lao Tzu said, simplicity, patience, compassion. These are your 3 greatest treasures. If you selected card 8, your word is partnership. From the guidebook, it says, be committed to being a better partner to yourself and to those around you, and watch your relationships blossom. The mantra with this card is, I commit to honesty, humility, and being the best partner I can be. If you selected card 9, your word for 2024 is protection. The mantra that goes with this card is, I am protected by forces of love and light. And in this protection, I am able to discern what is actually mine and what is not my fight. If you selected card 10, then your word is direction. This is from Rumi. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. The mantra for this card is, I am heading in the right direction and fully trust the path ahead. This is the Modern Nirvana Oracle. I have it linked down below where you can purchase it. I do receive a small portion of the proceeds from those purchases if you do decide to use that link below. What you purchase there, the funds go towards supporting this channel. If you would like a more in-depth reading, I do offer readings one-on-one, and you can schedule a reading at emilyrosedivination.com/offerings. Now, regardless of which pile you chose, this reading is going to be for everyone. And what we're going to explore here is what you have to look forward to in the upcoming year. And what we're looking at in particular is the area of your life that you have to look forward to. So let's go ahead and dig into this. I'm going to go ahead and number these off. And once you have your number selected, go ahead and pop it in the comments below. If you haven't yet put what your word was either, go ahead and put that down below as well. So let's take a look here. We have card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. go ahead and pick one, maybe two of these cards that you feel is getting stuck in your head. If you chose card 1, then this is the area you have to look forward to in 2024. And we have the Ring. So if you are married or in a committed partnership, or perhaps seeking a committed partnership, then this is what you have to look forward to in 2024. If you're thinking, yeah, I'm not a relationship person, that might shift for you this upcoming year. Or it can also represent our commitments and our cycles. If you selected card 2, then what you have to look forward to this year is progress. It looks like things are going to be moving pretty swiftly in a positive direction for you this upcoming year. So, exciting stuff. If you chose card 3, then what you have to look forward to is your social scene. This is the Garden card. So this could be your social group, friends, places that you might be going. I think you're going to have a year of enjoyment with friend groups. If you selected card 4, then you can look forward to love this year. I know this seems a little bit cheesy, but this is a deep card of deep feelings and also of passion. So it seems like if you're passionate about something in particular, you're going to be feeling that more this year. If you are perhaps about to fall in love, this might be surfacing for you this year as well. If you selected card 5, then you have the Lilies card. This is about peace and leisure. It's also about maturing. So perhaps you're going to retire this year, or it could be that you've reached a place in your life where you don't have to hustle as hard this year. You get to kind of relax and enjoy. I'm a little bit envious, I have to admit to you, card 5. I hope that you enjoy this year and it truly is leisurely for you. If you selected card 6, you have the Mountain. Now, if you read Lenormand, you might be saying, I have the mountain to look forward to. In Lenormand, the mountain means challenges, blockages, things like that. But remember, this is what we have to look forward to. So we're going to be excited about this. So this could be delays. You could be heading off on some detours this year that may actually be very enjoyable for you. You may also be working on some challenges that are enjoyable, challenges that you want to accomplish. Maybe you're training for a marathon. Maybe you're starting a new painting and you don't know if you can do it, right? That's the type of thing. So you have some challenges to look forward to this year. And then we have card 7. So if you selected card 7, I think you're going to be going on some trips this year or having some major shifts in your life. So you have some big changes coming your way, card 7, folks. If you selected card 8, then you have abundance to look forward to and perhaps some money coming your way. Now, this typically is not major life-changing money, but it could be an increase in that tap, maybe turning the tap a little bit more, so you're having some more coming your way. You have some abundance and there's plenty. That term, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You're in an era of plenty. Last but not least, if you selected card 9, then you have communication to look forward to this upcoming year. So it seems like this is going to be a theme for you this upcoming year of communication flowing in and out. A lot of really great conversations that may perhaps move the needle forward for you with the goals you're seeking, or that might just simply be very enjoyable to you. So if you haven't joined like a conversation group or something like that, maybe you've been thinking about it, this is definitely the year for that. Book clubs, if you are perhaps thinking about taking a different job that involves communication or something along those lines, this is going to be a major year of communication for you and enjoyable communication. So there you have it. This was a different kind of reading than I typically do on this channel, so I'd love to know what your thoughts are below. If you would like to see more videos kind of like this using oracle cards, I had to sneak Lenormand in there. It just doesn't feel complete without it. Would love to know your thoughts. And remember, if you would like a one-on-one reading, you are wanting an in-depth grand tableau, that's where we lay out all the Lenormand cards. I call it the Big Mama spread of Lenormand. Then you can request your reading at emilyrosedivination.com/offerings. I want to thank you all so much for joining me here today. I'm wishing you the absolute best year in 2024, and I am excited to continue to divine with you this upcoming year. Bye, everyone.